A GP has been suspended from work for falsifying medical records, not for financial gain, not for patient harm, but because she wanted to pick up her children from after-school arrangements. As a mom working in a high-pressure environment, this scenario felt all too familiar for me. In today's video, we're not going to be excusing dishonesty, we're not going to be blaming the regulators or discussing the regulators, but we need to understand context, we need to understand system pressures, and we need to be asking ourselves more important questions so that we can prevent such things from happening again in the future. How can we prevent working moms from finding themselves in such a situation? Let's go. There was a fitness to practice case involving a GP, and the hearing took place in December of 2025. And as with all cases, what was the tribunal's job? 1, to protect patient safety, maintain public confidence, and uphold professional standards. And that's the whole point of regulation. On the day in question, this particular GP had telephone consultations for 2 different patients. Later on that day, she booked face-to-face appointments for the same patient she had already spoken to over the phone, and she did not see them. 2 days later, the doctor went back into the notes and documented that she had actually examined them, which obviously did not happen. The tribunal later concluded that based on this, her fitness to practice was impaired, and that makes sense. But context still matters, and like I said earlier on in the video, we're going to be discussing the context under which these circumstances happened. First of all, when the doctor was first discovered to have made this error and she was approached by her colleagues, she referred herself to the regulators and she was not completely honest with the self-referral documentation. She said she felt very embarrassed about the fact that her colleagues had spotted that kind of erroneous mistake, and that was why she was not completely honest with the regulator at the self-referral point. Number 2, this was additional locum work. It was like an extra shift. Yeah. Number 3, she had not put a proper childcare arrangement in place for her kids on this particular day. And number 4, she was sleep deprived. I mean, all of these reasons does not make documenting what you did not do okay, but it just makes us understand how you can easily make a bad decision when you're sleep deprived. So what is sleep deprivation? In simple terms, sleep deprivation means you're not sleeping well. You're not sleeping well to maintain your alertness, to maintain your performance, and studies have quoted about less than 6 to 7 hours sleep in an adult. And sleep deprivation is extremely common, especially among working parents and working moms. How does sleep deprivation affect you? Sleep deprivation affects judgment, it affects attention to detail, and increases the likelihood of shortcuts. And in a broader context like medicine, we are asking people who are exhausted, who are sleep deprived, to make complex decisions, document accurately, and function at a very high level every single day. When they make mistakes under these circumstances, this does not make them a bad doctor. It just confirms to you that they are only human. The uncomfortable reality about this story is that although no patient harm occurred, trust was breached and the regulators have done what they are designed to do. This doctor was suspended for 5 months. I'm just going to share with you some implications of a tribunal suspension, which includes loss of clinical income with potential financial strain, a public record of the decision of the tribunal, impact on future employment opportunities, requirement to declare the sanction in future job applications, appraisals, revalidation, and other credential processes, the impact on family life with partners and children, absorbing the emotional, financial, and reputational consequences. This is a lot if you ask me. It's quite a lot for this doctor involved and for the whole family at large. But it does make you ask, could better pay prevent doctors from constantly chasing extra shifts? How about providing on-site childcare so that things can be more manageable for working parents? Could rota shifts be more humane and more 21st century compliant? Would annual leaves or leave requests be approved without having to explain yourself? These are the questions we need to be asking, and these are the things we need to be discussing. Sad story if you ask me. But for me, it was a take-home for me as a working mom. The take-home for me is that nobody's coming to look after you. The responsibility to look after yourself is on you. The regulatory body is designed to protect patient safety, maintain public trust, and uphold professional standards. You're on your own. Your health, your well-being is solely your responsibility. You can be giving yourself, you can be doing your very best for your patients every day, showing up every day, stretching yourself out, just pouring in and pouring in without filling up back. If you make one mistake when you're exhausted, it can bring down all the years of hard work. And the consequences can be permanent. Some people are not able to live with the outcome. So guys, moms, working parents, doctors, look after yourself. Nobody's coming to save you. It is your responsibility. I'm going to end the video by saying that professional standards matter, honesty matters, but the doctor's well-being also matters, because exhausted doctors don't make safer doctors. If we want safer doctors, we want safer patients, we need to start treating exhaustion not as a personal weakness, but as a system issue. I'm really praying for this doctor that was involved in this case. I'm praying for her that God is going to strengthen her over the next coming months so that she can face what's coming, and that at the end of the day, everything will work together for her good. If you have enjoyed this video, you've learned something from it, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.